Well, that's not good. We'll get to the intro in just a minute, but we just got to work and this AC unit was on and the water switch didn't shut it off. The water switch is down there on the floor. It's supposed to shut it off if this happens. So it's, you know, flooding here, and it also flooded into the bathroom downstairs. Fun times. I'm filming this later in the day, but welcome to Action Hamill. This is, you're gonna go back and forth in time during this video. Hello, my name is Jeremy. I run movie theaters for a living, and I love what I do. Work for a great company. Today has been kind of crazy. You're gonna see a lot of it in this video, and at the very end of the video, I'll kind of explain all the stuff in between. Because I've been filming on and off, kind of showing a few different things. I had a plan for today. Some other things happened. Hope you enjoy. Let's jump in. Alright, so we have the bulb transferred. It's over here. We're going to clean up this case a little bit. It's got a little dusty over time. Here's the housing compartment. We're going to wipe them off with some microfibers, and then we will take that bulb out and change it out with a new one. Alright, so after you clean up the housing, you take this panel off and this panel off. They're set over here. Don't touch the glass with your hand because oils will get on the glass. It's just a good practice. Even though this bulb isn't going to be used again, we don't want to get a habit of touching the globes. If the oil on your skin gets on that, there's a small but never zero chance that it will cause the bulb to rupture and explode while it's in the housing. This is what the housing looks like. Kind of sets in that back there. Big mirror surface helps magnify, not magnify, but intensify the light to show the movie. So what we're gonna do now is, I did a bunch of steps kind of off camera to get that to come off the housing in the back. This screw right here has two washers on it, but you just kind of unscrew it from the middle of this. And this is a gold piece that sets way back in there, and it's got a bunch of notches that this piece sets into. So we're gonna take this off and then disconnect the power cord from here. Then as soon as we're done with that, we're going to get the new bulb, reattach these to the new bulb, and then we'll put that one in. And I'll show you as soon as we get those steps done. Be right back. The thing I forgot is when handling the bulbs, I always use, these are fantastic. They're like lambs, like lamb hide. They're really thin. You get a lot of dexterity while wearing them, and they're safe to handle the globe with. Otherwise, I would use like latex or nylon gloves when handle it. Like if you have to, sometimes you have to grab it by the globe or the glass part. But if you're gonna do anything, it's just a good practice to always have some kind of gloves on when dealing with projector bulbs. Also, some good PPE to have on hand whenever you're messing with it is a face shield. We have kind of a welding coat right here. That's a pretty thick material. And then of course the gloves to help out as well. You don't want to have that thing explode and ruin your money-making face. Another thing I forgot is, not everybody does, but I keep the box so I can write like when it was installed, what projector it went to, and then I always put it back in the housing. So like right now, just touching the metal part, setting it into its little home, grabbing the top part. These kind of just pressure set together. Like feel them click in. I'm sorry you couldn't see that, but these parts just overlap, like as you can see right there. So you're just squeezing these two together, then grabbing the big strap and velcroing this down. Be right back. There, I always do the middle strap, and I like to do both the side ones, but if you don't have both the side ones, at least do one end They do come with these that you can use as well, which kind of go over this. But today, I'm not going to worry about it. I think I have an extra back here. Yeah, I had an extra end one. So, here we go. Now if that decides to explode in the housing for whatever reason, it's a lot more safe than it would be. And then just putting it back in the box. Okay, now it's packaged up. We can set this one over on the used side, and then we'll get the new one. Okie dokie, I skipped a couple steps off camera just to speed things up. So I got the new one off, everything out of the box, opened it up, got the straps all set back there. I don't take it out of the housing until I get the power cord tightened back on, just so I'm messing with less things once I put the gloves on. There, I'll kind of just leave this here so you can see how it installs, and I will move you around the back whenever we get to that part. So the next part, very important, is take this piece here. We're going to actually lift it out now, which is why I have the gloves on. Screw this onto this end here. Just finger tight, just like that. Take your Allen key and tighten this part down right here. Allen key, Allen wrench, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't have to be extremely tight. This is just to keep it from coming loose for whatever reason. Now these two wings are going to fit into some channels back there. It doesn't really matter which ones they go in. What does matter is how the power cord hangs up at the front. So whenever I just look at where the power cord hangs, and I send it back through just like that. Something like that. Alright, yeah, so just like right here, I'm gonna hold the front of the bulb and just feed that in and just start it with my fingers so I can feel it grab. And this hand I actually don't need a glove on anymore, so I can feel it a lot better without the glove on. And then once that's in, we're just going to tighten this all the way down. And this is going to help hold the bulb in the correct position. That one you're just going to go till it doesn't really want to go anymore. Not overly tightened, but tight enough. So now you're done completely back here. Alright, from here, I put the glove on again on my right hand just so I can stick it in here to help hold this up while I get this in position. So this part is going to slide over the outside but in the middle of all this, and whenever you're doing it you will see what I'm talking about, or if you ever have to do it. But it slides just like that. You know, this kind of droops without the front panel on, which is why I hold it. And at this part is where you got to line all these screws up, as well as there's two positioning nuts here and here, which don't screw in, but they do help hold, like, put the faceplate in the correct position. So I actually missed, because I wasn't holding it and watching, but this needs to be inside this piece. So we got to take this back off. Let me hold this up a little bit higher and make sure that's in place, and then mess with the positioning screws again. Let me see, is that, yeah, that's in. I just got to get this face plate to kick back like that. And these are all just thumb screws that you just twist. Always fold them down. Just like that. This panel over here, I'll rotate so you can see. It's got a bend up here at the top. You're going to feed that downward bend up. And then that will allow this to... missed it somehow. There you go. Lets it bypass some of the stuff up there. It does have positioning screws on this face as well. This one's pretty easy. You really just, okay, I can't do it with gloves on apparently. Oops, missed it. There we go. So I'm just kind of reaching with that thumb screw until it grabs, holding them down. Here's those positioning screws I was talking about. I don't know if you can see them, but and then that's it. Now we're going to take this and put it back in the projector. All right, so we have the housing put back in right here. Now, it has 3 retaining screws on it. One on the top right. It doesn't take much to get it to be fully screwed in. You can do it one-handed. That one's done. These you're not going to crank down on because they are just positioning, and you should see this light back here turn green or blue. Blue just means that it has maintenance that needs done on it, like a 30-day or a 90-day, or maybe the 120. So top right, top left, and bottom right are where the retaining screws are at. You just want to go until these feel tight. Not going to crank down on them. Then all we have to do is put the panel back on, and I set it over here. So again, my model is the Barco DP2K-20 Charlie. If you have a different version, I'm sorry, I can't help you. But I can also help with Solaria 1s and Christie Solaria 1s and Christie Solaria 1 Pluses. The very last little bit goes making sure you keep your box with the projector number and today's date. Then you're going to need this information off the side for your tracking information. I also turn everything on so I can check the brightness to see if I need to turn the bulb up or realign it. And then you're completely good. But yeah, panel's back on, just 2 screws. Sometimes you may need to reset it, just, you know, to clear any errors. You know, turning everything off, letting it sit, and then powering it down for, you know, 15 minutes if necessary, which you don't really need. I'm going to take this information here and go plug it in so this projector knows it has a new bulb in it. All right, so does this look familiar like the beginning of the video? Because this is the same time frame. So, as you guys just saw, one, I did a projector bulb change because, you know, I don't know of anybody posting videos on YouTube of how to do that. So those are Barco projectors. I've never worked with them before until I took over this theater in November. And I got, you know, a pretty good class on how to change the bulb. And since then I've done 5 different projectors. One of them I had to do twice for reasons it'd take a while to explain. Anyway, so after you get all that put in, you know, the bulb put back in, you have to go to the computer and update the bulb information to the projector so it knows that the bulb isn't about to expire. And so that's all I did after that. But the AC, so you guys kind of saw at the very beginning of the video, the water on the floor underneath my AC unit in my office. So about that, so that is kind of a long story. We have that unit in my office. The label for what unit number it is was not in a good spot, so we didn't know what unit number it was. And then it's getting hot. So what we did is, it was hot the other day and we needed the lobby to cool down. We could not get the lobby to cool down because it's hot. You know, we just moved to Texas. I now understand Texas is hotter than Oklahoma. Anyway, one of the units, to cool everything down, we set, you know, like we did the rest of them, we set the fan to on, which we only do for a little bit. We go around and turn it back off. But this one, we never touch. So we set it, and it's in a dark spot of the projector hallway, so you don't really see it because the faceplate isn't constantly lit like the other ones are. And so we forgot about it. So whenever I got to work this morning, I went into the restroom downstairs, and the floor was wet and dripping from the ceiling, and the air duct was leaking. Went up to my office, which is right above the men's restroom, and the floor is covered in water, like you saw. And turns out the compressor froze, The air filters have ice on them. We forgot to turn it back off. So we have, you know, our AC guys came out. They are going to recharge the unit as soon as it's thawed. They checked on a couple other things for us. That's kind of that story. What I'm doing right now is my vehicles are not registered for Texas yet, so I have to get my vehicle inspection done, which here in about 20 minutes. What I have to do is get my vehicle inspection done so then I can go get my vehicle registered for Texas, this one. And then once that one's done, I have to go get my wife's car, get it inspected, and then it registered for Texas so that we're legally Texas citizens, finally. All right, Thea, what are we about to go do?
Watch Sonic!
We're gonna go watch Sonic at work, huh?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
Do you hope it's gonna be good? Is it gonna be good? All right, should we get something to eat and drink there? Okay.
Maybe a not spicy taco.
Maybe a not spicy taco. What about a drink?
I want sweet tea.
Sweet tea? Okay, yeah, I want sweet tea too. Yeah, it's a daddy-daughter day, huh? Daddy-daughter day. We're gonna go watch Sonic 2 together. Thank you for the kisses. All right, say bye to the camera. Say see you in a little bit.
See you in a little bit.
Okay, go high five it, real slow. All right, Thea, what did we just get done watching? What movie did we watch? Tell him. She's silly. Thea, what movie did we watch?
Sonic and his, I don't remember the red guy.
The red guy? Knuckles?
Yeah, and the orange one.
Tails?
Tails.
Did you like it?
Uh-huh.
Was it fun?
Uh-huh.
What was your favorite part?
His friends.
His friends were her favorite part. So would you say Sonic 2 is a good movie?
Uh-huh.
I would too. I think it's really good.
And the blue guy is Sonic.
Yeah, blue guy's Sonic. Don't forget. Tell everyone come see Sonic.
Everyone, come see Sonic.
All right, you heard her. All right, so I gotta be a little bit quiet. Kids are in bed. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, I don't know, leave me a comment down below what you want to see me do. This is really just going to be a place for me to post videos of like me and my kids and my family so that we can watch them further down the line. So the next couple videos might just be a mashup of videos on my phone that I don't want to lose, but I want to clear up space on my phone. I don't know, let me know if you guys are interested. I don't really care. This is for me. But if you guys enjoy it, cool. If not, I'm having fun. All right, talk to you later. See you in the next one.